Thank you all for being here today. It's our great pleasure to recognize all of our educators, and especially the finalists for Teacher of the Year, New Teacher of the Year, Teacher Assistant of the Year, Principal of the Year, Assistant Principal of the Year, and Central Office Employee of the Year. We're excited to recognize those folks today as we meet here at the CaroMont Health Park, which is also the home of the Gaston Honey Hunters. And we want to say a special thank you to David Martin and his staff here for allowing us to participate here in this venue. We appreciate all that they've done to support us. We're fortunate today to have our Board of Education with us. We also have in attendance with us Jen Thomas from Truist Bank, and we appreciate their support as well. At this time, Maya Sadler is going to come to the podium, and she is going to sing our national anthem, so please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Maya. Maya is one of our students here in Gaston County Schools. She's a rising sophomore at Gaston Early College, and she's also the granddaughter of one of our former superintendents, Dr. Ed Sadler. So thank you. At this time, Mr. Ramsey, if you'll come to the podium.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. This is a beautiful sight to see y'all guys in front of us and enjoying this park. It is a pleasure to have you with us for an Excellent of Education Awards program presented by Truist Bank. Today, we are recognizing and honoring the most outstanding employees in Gaston County schools. This occasion is all about our education professional who demonstrates excellence. The Board of Education is proud of what you do on a daily basis for our schools. You go the extra mile to make a difference, and we extend our gratitude to each of you for your commitment to public education here in Gaston County. I would like to take a moment to introduce the member of the Board of Education who could be here this morning with us. Please stand when I call your name. Dot Cherry, our Vice Chairman at Large Township. Dot Guthrie, Gastonia Township. And Steve Hall, Dallas Township. Thank y'all for being here today with us to enjoy this program. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to Truist Bank for sponsoring this important ceremony. Thank you. As we all know, for years, we looked at BB&T Bank as a hometown bank, and they still are the hometown bank. Now it's Truist. Has been a key business partner for Gaston County Schools for years. It is good to know that we can count on Truist to help us bring attention to the employees being recognized during this ceremony this morning. We also want to thank Courage Kia here in Gastonia for additional prizes being offered to our winners. And we must express our sincere appreciation to the Gastonia Honey Hunters, their owner and staff, for giving us the access to this beautiful new stadium for today's program. To each of our honorees, the board joins me in saying, congratulations on your success this year in Gaston County Schools. We believe you are the best of the best in Gaston County Schools, and we all are proud of you professional achievements you've done this past year. Once again, thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramsey. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see faces. I was having to ask, who is that person? Somebody out there's lost 50 pounds since I saw him last without a mask on. Congratulations for that discipline. But we're here to celebrate a lot of things today beyond mask. We're here to celebrate our educators in this beautiful CaroMont Health Park. And we're going to say thank you a bunch today because the Honey Hunters have really stepped up as they become members of this community. Stuart Kramer folks know how they stepped up. Field damage, they let us play all of our home games here. They're already talking to one of our schools about using it for football this fall. And when we called about this, immediately was, here are the dates we can make it available for you. But as we talk about celebrations, last week was a big celebration. Our graduating class of 2021, and we got to celebrate that, and we got to celebrate it all together in one big celebration. So I want to recognize all the high schools and all the work they did to adjust throughout the week and bringing it together. So let's all recognize the effort it took for that. But today is all about recognizing our outstanding educators and those who have really gone above and beyond. Since August, we had our students in school. That was not an easy decision. It was not one that was unified, but it was one that was delivered. And it was one that said, we believe our students need to be in school. And you took the challenge and made the most of it. And as we moved through the year, there were other challenges. Anybody like the word quarantine? 7 days, 10 days, 14 days. We had one administrator that missed over 30 consecutive days dealing with COVID. But as we stop today and look around, we know that each of you has the ability to be an outstanding person, to offer your best in the face of challenges, and to maintain high expectation in the face of those challenges. And all of our honorees epitomize excellence. And we are fortunate that they share that excellence with us here in Gaston County. This event was another example of being fluid and ready to be here on a moment's notice. When the governor said we could have a group together, the Human Resources Department with Mr. Clinton pulled together and said, how can we do this while we're still in school? It's been too long since we recognized our folks. So thank you, Mr. Clinton and your team, for doing this. The red carpet welcome that we had today, David Martin basically gave the keys over and said, here, have at it. Their audio-video folks are doing all of this for us today. All of that as a gift to Gaston County Schools. So we thank you for this, and we thank all of you prayer warriors who got this beautiful weather for us today. Before I turn this over for the announcements, Mr. Ramsey, Mr. Clinton touched a little bit on BB&T Truist. Craig Klutz, who's actually retired, but standing back there in a full suit, Craig worked with his leadership, and they stepped up and wrote the same check that had been written for years to say, we want you to have a celebration. So Craig, I appreciate your leadership with that. And I know you have Terry Stroop and Winston Felker with you today. And of course, Jen Thomas has already been introduced. And I know when Mr. Ford saw her walk in, he got nervous because she had 4 children go through South Point High School. So, but thank you to BB&T for all that, and Truist for what you have done. And we also mentioned Courage Kia. They're stepping up and going to sponsor gift cards to the String Bean Restaurant in Belmont for us, and so we appreciate that. But the reason Truist flag has been flying all day is they're the ones that, if we could have gotten into the country club, we'd have had the full 3-meat meal because they said it is important to recognize our teachers. There's a quote, "Excellence is never an accident. It is a result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities." You all saw many obstacles, but you took the opportunity, and you delivered education in our community. Thank you for what you did, and we appreciate all the hard work that went into this year, and today it's great to be here to recognize our stars. Mr. Higgins.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to see all of you and recognize our Excellence in Education honorees for 2021-2022. We begin our recognition this morning with our recognition of Area Employees of the Year. And we are going to recognize these individuals at this time. We have Shannon Agee, our Department of Exceptional Children Service Provider of the Year. Our School Psychologist of the Year is Jennifer Case. The School Nurse of the Year is Abby Clark. The Social Worker of the Year is Julie Ann Garcia. The Media Specialist of the Year is Sarah Putnam. And the School Counselor of the Year is David Rice. Now we're ready to introduce the nominees for Teacher Assistant of the Year. Our nominees are Cindy Fredette from W.A. Bess Elementary, Renta Jackson Kennedy from Bessemer City Central Elementary, Kaylee Queen from Bessemer City Primary, Amy Ledford from Carr Elementary, Stacy Goebel from Chapel Grove Elementary, Julie Hill, Gardner Park Elementary, Denise Matthews, Lingerfelt Elementary, June Conroy, McAdenville Elementary, Sherry Wills, Page Primary School, Christy Jolly, Sherwood Elementary, and Allison Lingerfelt from Tryon Elementary, our nominees for Teacher Assistant of the Year. And at this time, it is a pleasure to introduce our Teacher Assistant of the Year for 2020-2021, Maggie Jo Hess from Webb Street School, who will introduce this year's award finalist and name our winner.
Finalists, please come forward when I call your name. Jenny Emerson, Cherville Elementary. Dana Hannafin, Springfield Elementary. Gianna McGuire, Pinewood Elementary. Wanda Marlowe, Catawba Heights Elementary. Peyton Walls, Stanley Middle. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to our 2021-22 Teacher Assistant of the Year. If I can get into the envelope. Wanda Marlowe, Catawba Heights Elementary. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to my family, my husband, Jamie, who's out of town today, and my children that have all come through Gaston County. I have one left at Ashbrook, Jalen, Jamie, and Jocelyn. Jocelyn is a rising junior. And then I'd like to thank Catawba Heights, my school family, that means the world to me. This is not my thing. I like being in the classroom. It's a job. It really is a job, and I love it. I get up every morning with the one goal in mind, that make it through the day, that everybody gets home safely, because I have bus duty, so they all get on the bus. They all get in the right car, and that they all go home feeling a little bit more love than they came in with, a little bit more knowledge about what we expect from them, and then I enjoy pouring into them so that we are setting that foundation for them to love learning, to make that the most important thing to them, so that they can believe that anything they dream is possible because they have the knowledge to achieve it. And so this is nice, but last week I got my rewards because there was tears when we sent them home Tuesday with the promise of they were going to read all summer, which is my thing. You know, when I say to them, all right, it's the end of the day, we have air hugs, kisses, I love you, and if I forget to tell them to read, they remind me that I forgot to say, don't forget to read. And so that is an awesome thing, and I believe it. And I read to them every day because they are little people. I don't call them children. I call them little people with big voices, and they believe that. And when you come into our classroom, I'm so thankful for the teacher that I have with me in kindergarten, because she allows me to bring me into the classroom. And these children know that it's a genuine love that we have for them. So they appreciate and they want to make us proud, and that is so important to us. So we like to be able to pour that foundation so as they go on, they remember where they got their love of learning, and that we'll always be there to support them. So for this, I say thank you, and I can't wait to get back to the school so I can let my little people know that we did it. If you've ever been in a kindergarten classroom, they celebrate everything big. So they will be very happy. Thank you so much.
Now it is a pleasure to introduce the nominees for New Teacher of the Year. The nominees are Josie Malam from H.H. Beam Elementary, Kaylee Nona, W.A. Bess Elementary, Caitlin Petruska, Carr Elementary, Ashton Wither, Catawba Heights Elementary, Jessica McKinney, Chapel Grove Elementary, Alexander Hayes, Cherville High School, Annalise Sotelo, Gardner Park Elementary, Stephanie Tannehill, Kaiser Elementary, Sydney Hillman, Lowell Elementary, Macy Kinley, Mount Holly Middle School, Megan Russell, North Gaston High School, Lexi Crosby, Pinewood Elementary, Hannah Siders, Pleasant Ridge Elementary, Katie Stanford, Ida Rankin Elementary, Jennifer Ledford, Sherwood Elementary, Shayna Bernard, Trine Elementary, and Tamara Summy, Warlick Academy. These are our nominees for New Teacher of the Year. And to present our finalist and announce our winner of the Linda Rader New Teacher of the Year, we have with us our 2019-2020 winner, Amanda Matz from North Belmont Elementary. Our reigning winner, I guess you could say, could not be with us, Trevor Dunlap from Pleasant Ridge. He is currently deployed in the military, and so we are glad to have Mrs. Matz with us to make this presentation.
Finalists, please come forward when I call your name. Haley Bigelow, Holbrook Middle School. Elizabeth Anzana, Hunter Huss High. Madison Zooks, Robinson Elementary. Vakiza Williams, Woodhill Elementary. And Olivia Wiley, Stanley Middle. And congratulations to our 2021-2022 Linda Rader New Teacher of the Year. Madison Zooks, Robinson Elementary.
I'm going to read off paper because I can talk in front of kids, but not adults. And I might cry. Okay, I want to start off by saying thank you to all of the educators standing here with me today. I'm here today as a teacher in Gaston County because of Gaston County teachers who believed in me. I grew up watching, believing in, and aspiring to be a teacher as inspiring as my Gaston County teachers. I had role models each day at Belmont Central, Belmont Middle, and South Point who inspired me to go into teaching because who they were as my educators. The choice to go into education was not an easy one. I knew it would be taxing, difficult, burdensome, and heart-wrenching. I had multiple people try to deter me from this career, but I can truly say it's been the most beautiful decision I've ever made. While I've only taught for 3.5 years, I can say that this is my calling, and this is the only career I will ever choose. To show up daily, doing what I love while making a difference in the lives of children is what I need in a career. I am honored that the school system that I grew up admiring saw promise within me and chose me to represent them as new Teacher of the Year. I would not be here today without the support from my admin, my teammates, my students, and my families. I believe a successful educator is one who can ask for help, collaborate, and work as a teammate. This profession is not an easy one, and I credit my accomplishment to all of the relationships that helped me to get here. To my WA Best family, thank you for fostering my love of teaching and giving me a strong first-year foundation. You trusted me to come in mid-year and begin my journey as a teacher. You gave me the opportunity to begin this career. To my Robinson family, you are it. You are why I continue to show up, give my all, and give 100%. You have given me strength, confidence, and reassurance on even the hardest days. You've seen me fall, seen me fly, and you've loved me regardless. I owe all that I am and all that I will become as an educator to the Gaston County Schools family. After a year of trials, tribulations, and many unknowns, I'm proud to represent this county. And lastly, to my parents, my sister, and my husband, Alex. Thank you for listening to my countless stories day after day, and I could not do this without you. Again, thank you.
Next on our program is the presentation of the award for Central Office Administrator of the Year. And with us to present that award, we have last year's winner, Tamara Huchard from the Academic Services Department.
Good morning. Finalists, please come forward when I call your name. Brett Buchanan, Director of Workforce Development, Academic Services. Chad Duncan, Director of Athletics, Student Support Services. Shannon Hullett, Director of Elementary Instruction, Academic Services. Curtis Poplin, Engineer, Technology Support Services. Alan Sprout, IT Operations Manager, Technology Support Services. Congratulations to our 2021-2022 Central Office Administrator of the Year, Brett Buchanan, Career and Technical Education.
don't have a speech. I wasn't really prepared for this. This is the third time, so I was kind of getting used to maybe just another time. Curtis, you're next, buddy. Just thought to say congratulations to everyone out there. I don't know if you realize it. It's a pretty powerful statement when I say there's thousands and thousands of Gaston County School employees. You represent the best of the best in who they represented to be here today. So take a moment to process that and think about that. I'd also like to personally thank two individuals here today. Number one is my number one fan. A lot of days that's all I have, one fan. Challenging days. My best friend, my 321 co-pilot, that for almost 7 years to the day, we have rode back and forth to work together. She's always heard my stories, the stories I can't say at work. I know she gets tired of those. So thank you for that. Another individual that's here today that I'm sure about 7 years ago to the day probably wondered when this name was given to him, what is it about this candidate that exemplifies leadership or has any of that on paper, which didn't exist. Went to college to be a CTE teacher. I became a CTE teacher for 15 years, and the last 10 years was an automotive teacher. That was my goal or vision to be, and my dream job was to be a CTE director. So thank you for allowing that to happen, and congratulations to each of you. That's all I got. Thank you very much.
Our next presentation is the presentation of award for the Assistant Principal of the Year. And to introduce our finalist and announce the winner of Assistant Principal of the Year, we have last year's winner with us, Dr. Tom Potter from Bessemer City High School.
Finalists, please come forward when I call your name. Bridget Best, Pleasant Ridge Elementary. Cassie Bryson Evans, Brookside Elementary. Miranda Buchanan, Springfield Elementary. Jennifer Cabe, Holbrook Middle. Michael Dermott, Mount Holly Middle. Adair McKay, Gaston Virtual Academy. Janet Ramsey, Forest View High. Lynn Stamey, Robinson Elementary. Jada Warnock, Cherville High. Congratulations to our 2021-22 Assistant Principal of the Year. Boy, this thing is really sealed. Bridget Best, Pleasant Ridge Elementary.
I brought my phone just in case. I'm not one to cry, but I am extremely overwhelmed and grateful for this opportunity. Years ago, there was a song written, and the words said, "If I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can help somebody with a word or a song, if I can help somebody from doing wrong, then I know my living is not in vain." I am honored yet humbled to receive this award. I can't tell you that I have the special formula. I can't tell you that I have the answer to every question or that I never make mistakes. Just ask my principal. I just simply love what I do. I love people, I love children, and I have been afforded experiences in my life to serve as an advocate for the future. It is my pleasure to serve. It is my pleasure to serve. And I have the greatest opportunity to pour into our future, reveal unrealized potential, and lead others through servitude. I want to say thank you to my principal, Mr. Cook, and to the wonderful Pleasant Ridge family for investing your time, your energy, and your love in me. Mr. Cook, thank you for showing me how to lead with love and integrity. And I want to thank my mother, who is here, for always, as you said, someone said earlier, being my #1 fan. Thank you for supporting me and loving me. And I want to accept this award in honor of my dad, who I lost last year, who was the best leader I had ever known. And he always showed me the importance of investing in others and giving all that you have. I am eternally grateful, and to every leader that is sitting here today in Gaston County Schools, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you.
Our next award is the presentation of the Gaston County Principal of the Year. To present this award, we have Crystal Hauser from Forest View High School to present our finalists and announce the Gaston County Principal of the Year for 2021-22.
Finalists, please come forward as I call your name. Kevin Doran, Cherryville High School. Jill Payne, Hawks Nest STEAM Academy. Loretta Reed, Woodhill Elementary. Torben Ross, Robinson Elementary. Tyler West, Pinewood Elementary. Congratulations to our 2021-2022 Principal of the Year, Tyler West, Pinewood Elementary.
Well, I honestly didn't think this year could get any more surprising, but here I am. Thank you. I am incredibly grateful to have been nominated by my colleagues and to have been chosen by the selection committee. Thank you to Truist Bank for sponsoring this morning's ceremony and awards. We greatly appreciate your commitment to Gaston Schools. Congratulations to my fellow nominees, all of whom deserve to be named Principal of the Year. Dr. Payne and Mr. Ross are friends and wonderful leaders who made a positive impact on our district by leading the virtual academy this year. Mrs. Reed leads with high expectations and always brings the hype. And everyone should be impressed by the accomplishments of Cherryville High School during Mr. Doran's tenure. As a proud product of Gaston County Schools, it's very important to me to recognize and thank the many educators at Robinson Elementary, Greer Junior High, and Ashbrook High School, who, along with my incredible parents, shaped me into the person that I am today. I've also worked alongside some of the very best at Ida Rankin Elementary, Bessemer City Middle School, Sherwood Elementary, and Pinewood Elementary. This recognition is for them because they have supported my growth and inspired me to be the kind of leader that others want to follow. Thank you to my husband, Chris, who is my biggest supporter in all of life's peaks and valleys. I couldn't carry out this calling without his help, understanding, and amazing pizza takeout skills. Thank you to our 8-year-old son, Anderson. His creativity and love of learning inspire me to give all students the school experience that is worthy of my own children. And thank you to my 4-year-old daughter, Abby. Her spunky personality and independence inspire me to work hard every day to show her what positive female leadership can do to improve our community. And finally, thank you to my God. The evidence of His goodness is all around us, and here we are experiencing it this morning. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you so much for this honor.
Now it's a pleasure to recognize our school-level Teachers of the Year for 2020-2021. Trent Sims, Ashbrook High School. Miranda Barron, W. Blaine Beam Intermediate. Heather Parrish, Bessemer City High School. Tiffany Gardner, Bessemer City Middle School. Andrea Pruitt, Bessemer City Primary. Stephanie Daniel, Belmont Central Elementary. Juliana Arnold, Belmont Middle. Caitlin Bynum, W.A. Bess Elementary. Dana Hinkle, Brookside Elementary. Harmony Tomlin, Carr Elementary. Dana Ritchie, Catawba Heights Elementary. Christina McMillan, Chapel Grove Elementary. Natalie Poston, John Chavis Middle School. Seth Freeman, Cherville High School. Allison Miller, Costner Elementary School. Bridget Madsky, Stuart W. Kramer High School. Carrie Luxa, Cramerton Middle School. Nikki Akins, East Gaston High School. Karen Towery, Forest View High School. Sharon Lawing, W.C. Friday Middle School. Amber Carpenter, Gaston Early College High School. Daniel Rice, Greer Middle School. Caitlin Greer, Hawks Nest STEAM Academy. Chelsea Grillo, H.H. Beam Elementary. Matthew Reniger, Highland School of Technology. Gabriel Prieto, Holbrook Middle School. Sherry Liu, Kaiser Elementary. Jessica Fontenot, Lingerfelt Elementary. Alex Fitchkin, Lowell Elementary. Rollins Burrell, McAdenville Elementary. Michelle Weinkoff, Mount Holly Middle School. Catherine Cochran, North Belmont Elementary. Allison Siask, New Hope Elementary. Tammy Hovis, North Gaston High School. Jennifer Clark, Page Elementary. Mary Lou Punt, Pleasant Ridge Elementary. Katie Johnson, Ida Rankin Elementary. Marsha White, Robinson Elementary. Karen Palomino, Ed Sadler Elementary. Kelly Sprinkles, Sherwood Elementary. Rebecca Boyce, Springfield Elementary. Kay Zeimer, South Point High School. Vivian Caraballo, Southwest Middle School. Lynn Lifford, Trine Elementary School. Paula Castro, Warlick Academy. Kiersey Isabel, Webb Street School. June Howell, Woodhill Elementary. And Yeda Woods, Yorkchester Middle School. Let's have a round of applause of our school level Teachers of the Year. And at this time, to present our finalists and announce the Gaston County Teacher of the Year, we have with us last year's winner, Peter Jones from North Gaston High School, to name the Gaston County Teacher of the Year.
Finalists, please come forward when I call your name. Savannah Abernathy, Bessemer City Central. Natalie Childers, Gardner Park Elementary. That echo's getting me. Bethany Hartley, Hunter Huss High School. Casey Miller, Stanley Middle School. And Stacy Nzezadon, Pinewood Elementary. And congratulations to our 2021-2022 Teacher of the Year, Stacy Nzezon, Pinewood Elementary.
Well, I'll try to stay as calm as my principal, Tyler, but I'm not quite sure if that'll work. First off, I would like to say thank you to the selection committee and to Truist Bank for sponsoring our event. In a year unlike any other, I truly believe that all teachers in Gaston County schools are Teachers of the Year. Over the past year, my fellow teachers and I overcame adversity. We quickly learned how to manage multiple learning environments, hybrid, asynchronous, synchronous. Through my experience having the opportunity to teach through a synchronous platform and collaborate with teachers from across our district, I saw firsthand how creative, thoughtful, passionate, and student-centered every teacher in our county is. It is an honor to work with such a dedicated group of educators. I know that Gaston County Schools is a place where all children are valued, seen, and given the highest quality of education. Next, if you don't mind, there are a few people I would like to thank. First, to my Pinewood family. I would not be here today with all of your support. Thank you, Tyler West and Kristen Haskett, for always listening to my overly enthusiastic, updated information regarding literacy research and encouraging new initiatives and ideas to best meet the needs of our children. Most importantly, one moment. I would like to thank my husband. Without his support, lamination cutting skills, and leveled reading stapling, my nights would have been much later. I would like to thank my 2-year-old daughter for learning patience so she didn't interrupt Google Meets. And lastly, to my parents for always encouraging me to follow my dreams. Because, as Mark Anthony said, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Thank you.
We would like to let the principals know that if the representative from your school could not be here this morning, we ask that you come down and pick up the award so that you can take it back to your school to share with your representative. Now, if you are paying close attention and you are taking score, you may be saying right now, wow, the principal of the year and the teacher of the year are both from Pinewood Elementary School. And you also may be asking, has that ever happened before? It has. In 1997, 1998, South Point High School had that honor, with Sherry Little as the principal of the year and Maybeen Chisholm as the teacher of the year. And then the very next year, it happened at Ashbrook High School. Tripp McGill was the teacher of the year, and Gary Short was the principal of the year. So we congratulate Pinewood on having double winners this year, and we also congratulate all of our winners, finalists, and nominees on your recognition during this Excellence in Education program. And now, for our closing remarks, we would like to welcome Dr. Booker back to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Hagans. Is this not a great celebration? I look forward to this event every year because it reminds me, which you remind me daily, how important public education is to Gaston County. As you heard our winners speak about their love of learning and instilling love of learning in their students and their thankfulness for being supported by their administrators, and then everyone loving their jobs, I just know there's a difference in Gaston County because of what you do every day. So thank you for caring about your job. Thank you for making it more than a job. Thank you for caring about students. Those late nights when somebody hadn't gotten picked up, those early mornings when somebody comes in upset. Thank you for caring about our students. But know, our community wouldn't have facilities like this and wouldn't be on the upswing that it is without what you do to make public education good and great in Gaston County. Once again, Truist, thank you for stepping up and supporting us, and we look forward to continuing our partnership for years to come. To everyone here, enjoy the break and get ready because summer camp starts in 2 weeks. Take care.